Welcome. In our previous session, we have seen the lookup transformations, connected and unconnected lookup transformation. This session, we will see update strategy. So update strategy is an active transformation and connected one. By using this update strategy, we can update the data in target table. So far, we have seen only insert. So insert operation like truncate and load we have seen, and we have inserted the data into the target table, but we haven't updated any record. By using this update strategy, we can update the data in target table. So that is called update strategy. By using this update strategy, we can do 4 different operations. Like first one, you can do DD insert. So DD insert means DD is nothing but data driven. By using data, you can drive it to the target, like whether it should be an insert or update or delete or reject. You can do by 4 operations like insert, update, delete, and reject. DD insert, DD update, DD delete, DD reject. So the corresponding numeric number for these 4 operations is 0, 1, 2, and 3. So normally DD delete we will not do in our real time. Like instead of physical delete, we will do the soft delete. So normally we will do some inactive. In our real-time project, we will do these 2 operations like DD insert, DD update. And target, we will see this. So we should have the primary key in target. Then only it will do the update. So that is why we need to have in order to update the target table, we need to have the primary key in target table. So that we have to make sure that we should have the primary key. Okay, we will see one example like SCD type 1 implementation by using this update strategy. Consider this table. Consider this table. I have something like table called customer. Customer table in source. I have the customer ID, customer name, email, customer mobile number, city and country. And the same way here also you have the target table. I do not have, as of now, I do not have any data. You can say it's like a empty table. It's a blank table. So I can have the same data. It's like a dimension table. You can call it as a dimension table, a dimcast table. We can have all this, whatever we have in our source, the same data here we have, same column we will have in our target with customer ID is primary key. So whenever we are inserting the new data into the source, in the today's ETL run, we have to insert into the target table. Just we have to insert. If it is new record, we have to insert the record into the target table. If it is an existing record with no changes, we should not do anything. Why? Because same record is available in source. No need to do anything here. Okay. If any record is available here, if any update happen, say for an example, very first time all these records are new record, then I'm making this insert flag as true. Just I'm making this flag as true. So whenever this insert flag is true, this update flag is false. Why? Because very first time there is no update in the source table. Just I'm making that all the flag is false. So where I can keep this flag in expression transformation, I can make it. If this insert flag is true, how can I make this insert flag is true? By comparing this customer ID, that is lookup customer ID with source customer ID. You can look up the target and you can compare the target customer ID, that is lookup customer ID with the source customer ID. You can say this customer ID is getting null against this source customer ID. Then you can say that it is a new record. If is null of lookup customer ID, if is null of lookup customer ID for this source customer ID, then I can say it's a new record. I can set this particular flag as true. So very first time, everything is new, right? When compared to target. So I can set all this insert flag. Very first time, I can go and insert all the record. So whenever I'm setting up this particular insert flag, I can insert this record into the target table. Just I have inserted. Okay. Then next day job is running, or next run the job is running. You can see this data is available here. Okay, if this one equal to this one and all other remaining columns are equal with source and target, then I can make it like there is no update. So I can make this flag is false. If this customer ID equal to this customer ID and any one of the column is changed, for example, the source, this particular Vijay has updated phone number. Vijay has updated phone number. This phone number he has updated. Then there is an update in the source. Okay, this I'm comparing source customer ID with target customer ID. If customer ID equal to lookup customer ID and all the remaining columns I'm comparing with R class, like customer name not equal to customer name, lookup customer name, customer email not equal to lookup customer name, or mobile not equal to this mobile. Yeah, this particular Vijay, the mobile number is not equal to this mobile number. Why? Because there is some change, the source. Then I can set this flag. So this flag, I will set it on the update the next time. Then all this flag, I will set it like false. This will be false. If the update flag is set, then you have to update this record. By keeping this customer ID, I'm going to update this record. I will update like this, then it will be updated. So this is what I'm going to do. Insert and update. I'm not going to have any history for this. I'm not going to have the history for this mobile number. Why? Because if I ask what is the previous mobile number of this Vijay, then I may not know, right? So I'm not going to have the history. So this type of dimension load, we will call it as slowly changing dimension type 1 implementation. Sometimes interview, they will ask SCD type 1. So this is the SCD type 1 implementation. We will see in detail in the Informatica level. I hope you are clear on this concept. So very short, I can tell again. If the new record, we are comparing with source and target column. If it is new record, we are inserting the record. We are making this insert flag as true. Insert flag is true, then we are inserting. If it is update flag is true, then we are updating it. Okay, we will see this example practically now in Informatica. I'm going to pull this table as source and this table as target. Go to Informatica Designer, go to Source Analyzer. You can go to the source. I can import the source database, source table. The source table is S underscore. I have the table called S underscore customer underscore update. So the same table I have created in source. I have the customer ID, customer name, email, mobile number, city and city, country I have. Then I have the target. In target designer, I'm going to take the target definition, import from database. I can connect the target, go to T underscore customer underscore update. This is the target table. I can have the primary key. So don't forget to mention this primary key. If I don't have the primary key, then it will not go and update. I go to mapping. We will do the mapping now. So I will create a mapping M underscore update strategy. Update strategy. I can take the source into mapping with source qualifier. Then target into mapping. We'll be having the target. I can keep the expression transformation to find out whether the source record should go for insert or update. So that I can make it like expression transformation here. So this is an expression transformation. Keep the expression transformation here. Drag and drop all the columns. So first of all, I have to compare with target, right? With the customer ID. Then I'm going to look up. So here I can keep the lookup on the target table. So click on lookup. This time I'm looking up the target table. This is the target table, right? Look up on the target table, T underscore customer underscore update. Click on OK. Then lookup table. This is a lookup table, LKP trans. Against this source underscore customer ID. So this source underscore customer ID only I'm looking up. So this customer ID and this customer ID I'm looking up. Again, this customer ID, if I'm getting null in the target, I can assume that, okay, this should be insert. This should be a new record. I have to go with the new insert. So double click on this, go to condition. You can make customer ID equal to customer ID 1. Click on apply. Okay. You bring all the lookup columns to only lookup columns to expression. So these are all the lookup columns. Since these columns are lookup, it will have one here. So I can make it like LKP underscore to just differentiate. Okay, just to differentiate that these columns from lookup table. Just I'm renaming it. So LKP underscore. Okay, I'm going to create a. So these are all the lookup column. This is the source column. Keep the cursor here. I'm going to create a new port. Add a new port. So this is the flag port. So I'm going to make this flag, insert flag and update flag. So this insert flag is new record flag. So instead of new record insert flag, I'm keeping a new record flag. New record flag, update record flag. So just I'm keeping two flag. New record flag, same in string only, make it like output. In the new record flag, I can make this way. So what is the condition I can write? If is null of lookup customer ID. If is null of lookup customer ID. Say for an example, very first time it will be null, right? Again this one. If is null of lookup customer ID, I can set this flag. So I can make it like true. Otherwise, I can make it like false. So why I'm making false? Why? Because next time this is not null. Also, there is no update. So both everything will be false only. If everything false, I have to block all the records. It should not go for insert or update. So that is why you have to validate. It should be valid. Then go to the update record flag. The update record flag, you can make if customer ID equal to target customer ID. That is your lookup customer ID and customer name not equal to this customer name, lookup customer name, or means any one of the other column is not equal. Email ID not equal to this email ID, or mobile number not equal to this mobile number, or the city not equal to lookup city, or country not equal to. If it is not equal, then I can make true or false. You can ask question, okay, if I have some 50 columns or some hundreds of columns are there, should I make all the columns here? Okay, we have one function called MD5 function. So that you can use it. That MD5 function we will see after some time. Okay, validated, it should be valid. If any one of the column is not equal, we are making that true, otherwise we are making false. If both the flag is false, then we are blocking the record in the router. So we can go to the router here. We can keep the router transformation here. So you can make all the columns from source. So why I'm taking all the columns? Whether this record should go to target or not, that is what we are making. So these, by using these two columns, right? So this is the deciding columns, deciding flag. No need to have the lookup flag. Double click on it. I'm just creating two groups. One group, another group. One group for insert logic. Another group for update logic, update. Insert, wherever this flag record is coming like true, it will go in this group. So wherever this update record flag is coming like true, it will go in this particular group. Just I'm making. So you can ask question, so why you are not making some condition here? A new record flag equal to true, something you are not making. Why? Because the condition itself is true only. True only it will allow. So that is why if both are like false, if any record is coming like flag is false, it will block here itself. Look at here, insert. I'm directly inserting into the target table. Insert, you can directly insert. For an example, update. So what I can do, update. So that is why I'm going to make. So this is the insert one, right? I can rename it T underscore customer underscore insert. Okay. You can make the same thing, Control C, Control V. you can make it like update. This is for update. Just I made it like Control C, Control V. I can just rename it like update. So this is, I'm not going to change the name of the table. Name of the target table is this one only. Just this name only I'm changing. The transformation name only changing. If you look at here, so this is transformation name, but this is the table name. For update, I can pass this record to the update strategy and update it. So this is the update strategy. So take this update strategy. I told, right? So update strategy, I can explain through SCD type 1 implementation. So double click on this, go to properties. In the properties, you can make DD underscore update. DD underscore update. You can make it in this way, DD underscore update. That means whatever the record is flowing through this particular update strategy, it will be updated. It will be updated. So I can take with this customer ID, it will be updated. Control S. So I can tell you one more time. So just I'm looking up the target, and then along with this customer ID and customer ID, this is the condition I have made it here. And if is null of customer ID, just I'm making like this flag is true. If customer ID equal to this customer ID equal to this customer ID, and any of the column is not equal, then I'm making this update flag is true. If every column is equal, then making that all the flag is false. If it is false, then the record will not flow out of this router. It will be blocked. Either new record, it will go into this way. If it is update record, it will go in this way. So this is the one you can see here, right? So you can see Control S, it should be valid. Can go to the, I hope you are clear. We will go to the workflow manager. So double click on it, connect it. I can create a workflow, WF underscore update strategy. Click on session icon. Take this update strategy. So this time, don't do this truncate and load. Why? Because it's update strategy. Okay. So target should be pointing to targets. Insert also should be pointing to targets, and lookup. You have to make it like target connection. So Oracle underscore TGT. It should not be parameterized. You can apply. Okay. Save. Before that, I will show you the table. You can see this table, S underscore customer underscore update. I have 4 records as of now, and I'm going to the target. You can see the target I have nothing as of now. I do not have this customer ID is primary key. Okay, now I'm going to execute this session. Start workflow. The session is running now. Very first time, it will insert all the 4 records. You can see here, this is source table. It's reading the data from 4 records. It read from the source, and it has returned target. Insert, it has been inserted 4 records. So just 4 records, it has been inserted. Why? Because it's a new record. Very first time, it will insert all the records. It has been inserted. Okay. If I'm going to execute second time, what should happen? Since source and targets are same, it should not insert any record, update any record. It should not insert, update or any record. You can see it will read the 4 record, but it will not write any record into the target. Either it will not insert or it will not go for the update. So update, right? So 0, 0. What I'm going to do now, manually I'm going to update here. I can go to the source table. Just I'm manually updating. So here I'm going to the table. So this is the table. Just I'm manually I'm doing it. Go to the table. Just I'm updating this Vijay. Okay, record with this is the phone number I'm updating. Okay. So this is the phone number. Just I'm updated. I have updated. So 1 record I have updated. It should go for only 1 record. Source I have updated. Remember the source I have updated. In target also it will update. So before update, you see here. So this is a record, but I'm going to execute. It will read 4 record from the source. It will not insert any record, but it will go with one record update 401. So this is the SCD type 1 implementation. SCD type 1 implementation. It will not have any history. It will simply update the record. You can see here 401, right? You can go and check in the target table. So you can see, so this is the mobile number. It has been updated with this number. So this is called update strategy. Kindly practice it. If you have any questions, you can post your questions.